Check 1 2, check 1 2. We're getting ready here for West Side football, making sure we're live on KACH. As we'll be coming up here in just a couple minutes, we'll have our pregame show live here on My Local Radio and the KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Coming back in here, making sure sound is all good. Once again, going to be here live on My Local Radio in just a couple minutes as we get our sound checks going and make sure everything's good on KACH's end.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
What?
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, wattsmarthomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited.
Such a sweet, sweet time in Dayton, Idaho. It's homecoming here for the West Side Pirates as they take on the 2-0 Marsh Valley Eagles, coming up right here on mylocalradio.com and KACH. Appreciate everybody listening on KACH, and of course we got all the action coming up later on with kickoff set for 7 p.m. But before that, we have our district roundup segment. We'll talk about the other games going around the near area and, of course, the local games in the 3A Southeast Idaho Conference with Westside. We will also talk to Coach Moser and our Lisa Benson of North Realty Idaho and North Realty Coaches Show coming up later on, and along with our standout student interview brought to you by Canyon Creek. We got an amazing one lined up. If you don't want to spoil anything, we'll have that later on in the pregame show, along with keys to game, Webb Funeral Home starting lineups, and a bunch of amazing things all to come right here on KACH and My Local Radio as you're listening and watching a Westside Athletics production brought to you by S&T Electric, Northern Title, West Motor Company, Franklin County Medical Center, Stokes Market, Ready Services, and Rocky Mountain Power. Appreciate all of our amazing sponsors. We'll take one quick break, come back, and tell you a little bit about both these teams before we get started as you're watching Westside Athletics right here on KACH and MyLocalRadio.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Westside!
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to Dayton, Idaho, as we get set for the 2-0 Westside Pirates to take on the 2-0 Marsh Valley Eagles as we enter our Ultimate Power Sports scene set. We talk about these two teams both undefeated in their 2 games played. For Marsh Valley, they're coming off a 39-35 win over the reigning Class 4A state runner-up Teton last Friday at home. Now, Bo Larson was the leader in that game in terms of rushing, 192 yards. We'll talk about him later on coming up on our Webb Funeral Home starting lineups and impact players. Cooper Bowman had 3 touchdowns, throwing for over 100 yards, as we'll mention him later on. But overall, this Marsh Valley team, 2-0, they did beat South Fremont in that first game of the year. And now on West Side, they come in this matchup also 2-0. They won their first game against Firth on the road, winning that one 33-19, and they had to score. Well, they didn't have to score, but they scored 26 unanswered points in that game after being down 19-6, and they proceeded to come out there with a 33-19 win. Kind of similar to the Marsh Valley score last week. They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, all unanswered, to come back and win that game 39-35 over Teton. Now, Westside last week, a little bit of a different story. They were in control of the game against South Fremont for the majority of that game as they won it 30-6. Now, we talked to head coach Tyson Mosier, and we'll bring up, but given these two teams have a common opponent, it's pretty clear to kind of look and compare. And, well, Marsh Valley put up 40 on the South Fremont Cougars. So, when Westside only had 30, they did have pretty much an entire fourth quarter where they played majority backup guys. But still, you got to compare scores just because that's the way this sport works. And overall, we talked about it with Coach Mosier. It's something to look at. This Marsh Valley offense has been electric through their first 2 games of the season, but the defense for Westside since about mid-second quarter against the Firth game has been relatively unstoppable, besides the one blemish, the touchdown last week with Bryce Johnson coming in the late third, early fourth quarter area. So overall, this team definitely, with the defensive prowess it has, looking to stop the Marsh Valley offense with all they can do, both throwing, rushing, all the above. They want to try and make sure and limit the damage on every single facet. But this is definitely going to be a test for the Westside Pirates, and I think Firth was somewhat of a test in a lot of ways. The Firth right now being ranked inside the top 10 in the 3A conference as we stand right now, but Marsh Valley, pretty dang good team, and although Tetton, not the reigning, or they are the reigning Class A 4A state runner-up, they're 0-3, so, kind of take that win with not a grain of salt, but knowing that, it kind of takes a little bit of the wind out of that win, just a tad. So kind of looking forward to this game. Going to be interesting to see how Westside handles their quarterback, Cooper Bowman, along with their top rusher, Bo Larson, again last week, had 192 yards along with a touchdown, but it was in the air where they got majority of their points. 3 touchdowns to a couple of wide receivers. Caden Hansen had 1, Wyatt Marshall had 1, and Eli Hadley also had 1. Once again, we'll talk about all these players later on in the Webb Funeral Home starting lineups and, of course, our impact players. But for now, we're going to take one more break. We'll come back. We'll tell you about the games going around the district, along with the rest of 3A and some important games to keep an eye on all night that we'll try and keep you updated with. But for now, we'll take one quick break. This has been the Ultimate Power Sports Scene Set here on KACH as you're watching Westside Athletics, brought to you by S&T Electric.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
When it comes to important things, it's always nice to know you made the right decision. This is Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency in Preston. We all know that life insurance is a decision because it provides financial protection for your family. But have you considered life insurance as income, a savings plan, or supplemental retirement income? Different policies come with different options. Make sure you have the best insurance that is right for you and your family. Schedule a free insurance review with us today. Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. Most choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Oatson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go West Side!
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back here to the West Side Pregame Show, as we are now time for our Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah Coaches Show. We are joined by head coach of the Pirates, Tyson Mosier. Coach Mosier, you got the victory this past week over the South Fremont Cougars, 30-6. It was a pretty impressive win just because throughout the game y'all had control. And from Firth in the first week, where it seemed like it took a little bit for the Pirates to get their feet underneath them, to this week, what kind of changed?
Well, I think we were just more confident. I think, first games are tough, and Firth had a game under their belt and we hadn't. And, there's always a pretty big jump from week 1 to week 2. And so I don't think that was rare. I think we were just more confident. We were just ready to go and playing at home. Kids were excited. So, but I was happy to see us get out and play a lot better right off the bat.
Defensively was something that was a point of emphasis, coming from allowing those 19 points and having Daryl Vasquez do a lot of things with Firth, to this week with Bryce Johnson, who, a quarterback that's built like a linebacker, you were able to control him in multiple different facets, whether he tried to run the ball, he had a big arm and was trying to throw it to a bunch of his wide receivers. They showed y'all a bunch of different looks. Defensively, though, y'all were sound all the way until the fourth quarter where they scored their first touchdown. Kind of looking into the defense, what kind of was like the method of that? You had good pressure along with being able to stay in coverage very well.
Yeah, I think our guys up front did a pretty good job. He's a big kid. He's a big load. We really did not tackle very well. That's one thing we've definitely got to work on, because our tackling was not very good. We missed a lot of open field tackles, but no, our guys up front did a good job getting pressure so that he couldn't be back there forever. And then our secondary was able to cover just long enough. So I felt like our defensive coaches did a pretty good job of mixing things around and throwing some different looks. But the kids just followed the game plan and did a good job.
We talked about how big Trey Stone's legs are going to be, not just in this past game, but throughout the season. Scored 2 touchdowns on his first 2 rushes, kind of using the QB sneak to your advantage when you got to the goal line. Is that something nice to have when you get close there, that you can have a quarterback that can just kind of tuck it and go?
Yeah, we don't need him to rush for a ton of yards, but it helps us when we just add that little aspect of the game that we've got 3 running backs already back there carrying the ball, splitting carries, and you add a quarterback into that too. And there's potentially 4 guys that have the ball in their hands at every play. So, it definitely makes a difference.
And then continuing to see the Sage brothers perform, and I think Crew really stepped in. Not that he didn't the first week, but you could really see him kind of take over that, I guess, bell cow back role this week with stride. From week 1 to week 2, what have you kind of seen from both of those guys?
Yeah, they're just going to continue to get better. I think they're both just from week to week, they're just going to run with more and more confidence, I think, as the year goes on, especially Drake, where he's a sophomore. This is still new to him. He's just going to get better from week to week. But, our offense is designed around 3 different backs carrying the ball, and a defense has to try and decide which back they're going to stop. And so at some point this year, it might be this week, someone's going to game plan around Crew, and they're gonna try and shut him down, and if they do that, that's fine. It should open Drake and Cooper Milburn and some of the and even Trace. It should open them up in some of the plays that they run the ball. So hopefully it works out that way.
Well, not just those 4 running backs. We also saw a bunch of Garrett Taylor this week, and I thought he performed well both in the early part of the game and then in the latter part of the game. Being able to kind of get some of these guys extra reps in a game like this, how important is that going forward?
Yeah, we moved him to a new position to try and get him more carries, so and try to give all the kids a little more rest. So, yeah, I thought he did a great job. He stepped in there and had some big runs for us. So, yeah, definitely he's earned the right to play in there more and get some more carries.
Then the defensive line, we talked about it already, but now you're going into a team that is 2-0. It's a team that you're more familiar with in Marsh Valley, somebody that you've played for a lot of the past 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. But getting to have a team and have a defensive line with Rafe Graves, with Dallas Nelson, that are going to be able to put pressure on each and every quarterback, especially Marsh Valley, who has a 2-0 record. How important is it going to be that going forward?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. They've gone through a coaching change, and they're doing some different things. They're a good team. They've proven that they're improved. They look very strong, very fast. They're fairly big, so it's going to be a challenge for sure. I feel like they've got a little bit of an advantage, where they know exactly what we do. We've got years worth of film to prove it, and they're a little bit of an unknown, where they've got a new coaching staff. It's a little harder to game plan and figure out exactly what they're going to do, but it's at home again, and it's homecoming, and we expect our kids hopefully to come out and play good football.
Well, and with Marsh Valley, they played South Fremont. Now, you can't really compare scores and all that, but if you look at it, 41-13 for Marsh Valley against South Fremont in week 1, 30-6 for Westside this past week against South Fremont. And not to mention the offense for Marsh Valley scored 39 points this past week as well. Getting to be able to control that is going to be a tough challenge, but being at home, being at homecoming, does that kind of give the extra motivation for the Pirates?
It can either be extra motivation or it can be a distraction. Well, homecoming week's always tough. So hopefully it'll be the motivation, because we'll need to play our best to win this week. So.
And then one final question, Coach. Just want to kind of mention it. They had the 2004 championship team back there this past week. I know you were a part of it. How kind of cool was that to just see them back in Westside and make sure that they are recognized?
I didn't really get to see many of them. I was coaching. Mm-hmm. And I had a lot of assistants that were able to sneak away and go to the dinner and some things. But I didn't really get to talk to too many of them. But I have kept in touch with some of them over the years. But yeah, that was the first championship I'd been involved with as an assistant coach. So that was a fun year, and all those teams that have played here in the past, and they've added to the tradition, and it's all part of a foundation of what we do today. So yeah, it's good to bring those guys back and remember them.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Coach. Hopefully you get an extra win before the bye week and then head into conference play. But for now, I really appreciate it. And this has been the Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah Coaches Show. We'll be right back here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Make the best deal you can when it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate. It's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She's helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball if your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Welcome back here to the West Side Pregame Show, as we are now joined by Lucy Huron here for our standout student interview brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. Lucy, I know that you're coming here and probably didn't expect to get interviewed, but we appreciate you nonetheless. And just to kind of start out, what's your experience at West Side been like?
It's been good. I've stayed busy in student council, and I don't know, we learn a lot, but yeah.
You're being on student council, obviously a lot that kind of goes into that. What's your experience been like that, and kind of duties and stuff that you're involved with that?
Well, right now I'm currently the senior vice president, and we are prepping for homecoming this week, so we've been just running around getting everything ready, and yeah, I don't know, I don't know.
You've gotten to experience a lot here at Westside, and now homecoming week as well. Are you excited for the homecoming game and just for the entire week?
Yeah, I love homecoming week. It's like the highlight of the whole entire year. Yeah, it's a lot different being in student council, though, because you have to prepare for everything, but it's still really enjoyable. So.
And then looking forward, obviously, Westside has been a great thing for you, but in the future plans, what's kind of the future look like for you?
I'm not completely sure yet, but I think I'm going to serve a mission for the LDS Church, and then I think I'm just going to go to college and become a teacher, hopefully. So we'll see.
What subject would you like to teach in the future?
I think just elementary, like kindergartners, or I love teaching them right now, so that's what I'm planning on doing.
With homecoming week, there's obviously a lot of festivities, a lot of stuff, and, you know, going back to kind of your early time here, have you always enjoyed homecoming week? Has it always been something special to you?
Yeah, it's different as you grow up, but yeah, it's still, I love football, so I love the football game. I love that that's the highlight of the week, and then the dances right after it. So yeah, I've always enjoyed it.
And it seems like there's a very tight-knit community here at Westside. Everybody knows everybody. It's always kind of, oh, I know you. Is that something that you enjoy about Westside? Everybody's kind of close together?
I enjoy it, but I also don't enjoy it because I feel like everyone knows too much about me and too much about everyone else. But it's nice because then I know everyone else. So it's good and bad, yeah.
And then you kind of have, obviously, Westside somewhat coming to an end. What are you going to take away from like a high school experience here at Westside?
I hope I take away the friendships that I've made, because I'm friends with a lot of people, and so it would be sad if I'd never talk to them again. So that's the biggest thing, I think.
And then serving an LDS mission, obviously, is that a big part of your life, being part?
Yes, it is. I decided that when I was younger, and so hopefully I still do it. But I'm planning on it, so.
And then if you had to pick one memory from high school to take away from your entire experience, up until now, obviously, you still got a little bit, but what would you say would be the most thing you'd look upon fondly?
I honestly think it would be the homecoming week. Like, I don't know if I could pick a certain, dance or homecoming that I've been to, but just, the dances in general have been super fun. So I think that's what would be the biggest takeaway.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This has been the Standout Student Interview, and Lucy Hurlin, here brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. We'll be right back here on the West Side Pregame Show.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to Westside High School as we get ready for the 2-0 Pirates to take on the 2-0 Marsh Valley Eagles. As we get set for game time, it's time for our Keys to the Game segment here on the Westside Athletics pregame show. And I'm going to start with key number 1 being control Cooper Bowman. Now, Bowman last week had 3 touchdowns on just over 100 yards. It's not like he was slinging the ball all across the field all night, but 3 touchdowns is nothing to take for granted. And, of course, you got to look at a couple of different aspects in that, and that they scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. That's where the touchdowns came, so that's kind of where we go with that. Key number 2, start off hot. We saw it last week. If you get off to an early lead, I guarantee you're going to feel better throughout the game. That's obviously a big thing going forward, and hopefully they can do it again tonight. And then key number 3, that defense has got to continue what they've been doing over the past game and a half now, because I do not want to see that first quarter against Firth Westside defense. That would not be the time to bring those guys back out. I know that was not the way the season was supposed to start, and obviously it was the first game of the year, so lots of things to kind of take in with that. But at the same time, you don't want to see that. So hopefully we don't have that happen tonight, and this defense can come out here and show Marsh Valley what they're made of right away. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and kickoff coming up right here on My Local Radio as you're watching Westside Athletics, brought to you by Northern Title. Good deeds done daily.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Take on the role, save the district an estimated $1.4 million just in contractor fees, let alone the additional millions he raised in donations. There's no bonds or any debt on any of those buildings. Let's give Dr. Garza Also tonight we are thrilled and privileged to recognize Stephen and Karen Reeder. Stephen and Karen Reeder are being honored for their unwavering dedication to the Westside community. In 2023, their extraordinary $500,000 donation brought this classroom, gym, and faculty cafeteria facility to life, furthering their lifelong commitment to education and service. Their generous contributions have played a crucial role in the development of the current track and field facilities, and their impact continues to be felt across Franklin County and beyond. The Reeder family's hard work, leadership, and generosity have touched countless lives, embodying the very spirit of giving and excellence that defines the Westside School District. We're here tonight with their family. Karen Fonsbeck Reeder was born on a farm in Howell, Utah in 1942 and later moved with her family to Logan, Utah. A standout student, she graduated from Logan High School in 1961, where she was recognized for her leadership and talents, earning the Outstanding Girl Award and playing the lead in the musical South Pacific. She pursued higher education at Utah State University, where she majored in English and music. During her time at USU, Karen was an active member of her sorority, eventually serving as chapter president. After marrying Stephen Reeder in December of 1964, Karen began her teaching career at Murray High School in Utah before focusing on raising their family, becoming a devoted mother to 5 children. In 1986, she returned to the classroom, teaching sophomore and 7th grade English at Westside High School until 1991. Karen's influence as an educator was profound, leaving a lasting impact on many students. Her commitment to education extended beyond the classroom as she later served with dedication on the Westside School Board for many years, continuing to contribute to the community she loved. Stephen Reeder, born in 1943, was raised on a farm in western Idaho, embraced the values of hard work, ingenuity, and persistence from an early age. A 1961 graduate of Westside High School, he went on to study marketing and economics at Utah State, where he met his wife, Karen. After marrying and starting a family, Steve rose swiftly in the RV manufacturing industry, serving as plant general manager at 3 locations across the U.S. and Canada. In 1980, the Reeder family returned to Weston to raise their children on the family farm, focusing on instilling the values that farming had taught them. In 1987, Steve founded Trails West, a horse and stock trailer manufacturing company. Under his leadership, Trails West grew to become North America's leading horse trailer manufacturer. Beyond his professional achievements, Steve's love for the outdoors is evident in his hobbies, including hunting, horseback riding, and restoring vintage Jeeps, with his red 1948 Willys CJ being a summer favorite. The Westside School District extends heartfelt thanks to Stephen and Karen Reeder for their exceptional generosity and support. Their contributions have significantly improved our facilities and inspired our community. We are honored to celebrate their legacy of hard work and dedication, which will continue to inspire future generations. Thank you, Steve and Karen, for all your profound impact on our school and our community. All 5 of Steve and Karen's children graduated from Westside. 6 of their grandchildren graduated from Westside, and 2 are in school now. Thank you, readers. We love you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Homecoming 2024. On behalf of the Westside School District, we welcome you to Lyle S. Henderson Field here in Dayton. We're at Westside High School for tonight's home football game. This competition is being played according to the rules of the Idaho High School Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Everyone is requested to take a personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition by exhibiting good sportsmanship. We'd like to welcome our friends from just north of here, the fans, players, and coaches from the visiting Marsh Valley Eagles. We welcome all alumni, fans, players, and coaches from our own Westside Pirates. We also recognize and appreciate our game officials for being here with us tonight. Brian Willard, Caleb Lauder, Jared Farmer, Todd Dye, and Zachary Johnson. We extend appreciation to our booster club, ticket takers, our chain gang, and scoreboard crew, those that have helped prepare our field for tonight's game, and all others who make our game nights run smoothly. Tonight's game can also be found on mylocalradio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in the north end zone as our Westside cheerleaders and our Westside Pep Band present our national anthem.
And with that, it's time here for West Side football as we get set to go as West Side coming out on here as we get to our Webb Funeral Home starting lineup and impact players. We start first as we have our Pirates entering the field of play. Ready for Pirate football here on KACH and MyLocalRadio.com. As we get into our Webb Funeral Home starting lineups and impact players, Cooper Bowman on the Marsh Valley side. He's at the helm of the offense, the quarterback. He will be slinging it all across. 100-plus yards last week, 3 touchdowns against Tetton, and a comeback win, scoring 15 points in the fourth quarter as they came back to beat the Tetton and prove to their 2-0 record as they stand right now. West Side with a 2-0 record as well, the reigning 3A state champions trying to improve their record to 3-0 ahead of the bye week, and they will start with the ball as it's going to be Marsh Valley kicking off to the West Side Pirates. West Side in their all-maroon uniforms with black on the shoulders and across the chest as well. White numbers with the black lining, and it will be back to return Crew and Drake Sage. And kicking the ball off for Marsh Valley as they're wearing all white with the baby blue numbers surrounded by some red lining, an eagle on their white helmet as they are about ready to go. Kickoff set here as it'll be Seth Barchi getting ready to kick this ball away for the Marsh Valley Eagles. And it is time for some homecoming football and Dayton, Idaho, excuse me. Kickoff coming here, and homecoming is underway in West Side. Back to return it, Crew Sage all the way from the goal line. Comes back to the near side at the 15, 20. Has some space at the 30. He goes to the 40. One man to beat at the 45, and he's tackled right there at the 49-yard line. Big first return there from Crew Sage, and it's going to be a good starting field position for West Side as they will start at the 49-yard line of their own. That's pretty good. They're actually going to put it at the 50. So right at the 50 with 11:52 to start their first drive here. Trey Stone out after last week having 2 rushing touchdowns. Now here on the near hash with a receiver, Abram Mumford, here on the near side as well. Crew Sage, the tailback. Garrett Taylor, the fullback behind him. Motion man is Drake Sage if he comes across. That's not going to be a pitch to Crew. Goes to left side, 50 across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 4 yards on that carry. And it is 2nd down and 6 coming up for the West Side Pirates. West Side here wants to start off hot. Last week on the first 2 plays of the game, they immediately put themselves on top of the South Fremont Cougars, seeing if they can do the same thing here against the Marsh Valley. Going a little bit more methodical here with West Side as they slow it up. It'll be Hodges on the far side. Near side is where the snap will be. Under center is Stone. He'll take the snap, hands it off. Drake, or rather Crew Sage, to the 40, 35, almost to about the 31-yard line. Pickup of over 10 yards and a first down as well. Called a pickup of 15 on the second carry from Crew Sage. He is already close to 20 yards on just 2 carries, 19 to be exact, and a new set of downs for the West Side Pirates. They're on the 31-yard line of Marsh Valley, as back to the right side on the far hash is going to be Abram Mumford with the receiver. Near side is where the snap is. Stone takes it, hands it off. Garrett Taylor is going to be wrapped up in the backfield there by a Marsh Valley Eagle. First one, Wyatt Marshall to get him. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost 1 on his first carry. Saw Garrett Taylor last week. He had a lot more carries and really implemented himself into the offense, and that was by design. We talked to Coach Mosier, and he said we want to try and get guys more rest along with getting Taylor some more carries. So big for there. He loses 1 on that carry, though, and it's going to be 2nd down and 11. They'll hand it off to Crew Sage as he goes to the 25, wrapped up at around the 20 as he's going to pick up the first down, though, and a gain of this time 12 yards. Crusade already putting up some pretty good numbers as inside the red zone now are the West Side Pirates at the 19-yard line of Marsh Valley with a new set of downs, 1st and 10, as they move from right to left. 10:09 on the clock and counting. And it's going to be Trey Stone under center. Mumford, the near side receiver, near hash snap. Takes it, hands it off to Crew, running right. He's going to go through a pile of Marsh Valley Eagles. He'll pick up maybe 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 on the 5-yard rush from none other than Crusade, as he is already and is closing in on 40 yards rushing. To be exact, 36 yards on 4 carries. Say that's pretty dang good if you ask me. 2nd down and 5 from the 14-yard line. Closer to the near hash is where the snap is. Luke Hodges, the receiver, and he'll take the snap, hand off to Drake Sage, running up that left hash, has some space, dives right at the goal line. Was he in or out? They're going to say he was just out of it. He'll be at the 1-yard line. So a pickup of 13 yards. And it's 1st and goal from the 1 on the first rush for Drake Sage of the night. West Side knocking on the door of scoring first here against the 2-0 Marsh Valley Eagles. Mumford, the near side receiver, under center Trey Stone. Going to take the snap. He's just going to try and sneak it, and he is going to be – he was pushing as it's close. Near side official comes in. They're going to say he's down at the inch line. Maybe picked up like a half yard on that. It's still from maybe the half-yard line now, as the nose of the ball is literally about to touch the goal line. 8:32 and counting on the clock here in the first quarter, brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Luke Hodges, the near side receiver. Trey Stone under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Crusade, touchdown, Pirates. Fireworks will fly, and West Side leads 6-0 early on the 2-0 Marsh Valley Eagles. See if we can get that on our Northern Title replay. Did we get it in time? We did not. But hey, you can check out the celebration, so we will take that with all that and the touchdown to the West Side Pirates, as with 8:20 on the clock, it's a 1-yard rush for Crusade and a touchdown for the West Side Pirates. Extra point coming here. As to kick it is Dallas Nelson with the left foot. Snap to Sage, puts it down, kick up. It is not good. Miss left, and West Side will stick with the 6-0 lead. We'll take a quick break. 6-0 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard as we head into the middle of quarter number 1 on MyLocalRadio.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to West Side High School, 6-0 on the Flying Ash Talent Escrow scoreboard. Dallas Nelson to kick it off as West Side, after the 1-yard touchdown rush from Crusade, put themselves on top 6-0 against the Marsh Valley Eagles. And we'll see the Marsh Valley offense coming up here in just a moment. For that, Dallas Nelson to kick it off here as he boots it away. A line drive kick back to return. Actually, it's not going. It's going to bounce all the way to the end zone. Back there was a couple of Marsh Valley Eagles. Looked like Eli Hadley back there, along with one other number I didn't get. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's a touchback, and they will start this drive at the 25-yard line area, 20-yard line. They're going to say 20. That's where they'll start it. And we'll have Marsh Valley coming out here and starting their drive with 8:21 on the clock.
Number 2, Cooper Bowman.
Cooper Bowman, the quarterback here, as he'll have a far side receiver, Wyatt Marshall. They're in the middle of the hashes after the kick out of the back of the end zone. Bowman with his running back, Bo Larson. He's under center, Bowman is. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off left side. It's not going to be Bo Larson as he'll dive forward for about 3 yards. As the carry was made by Rugger Scott. Scott picks up 3 yards on the first carry of the game for the Marsh Valley team. And we got a timeout here as some sort of hole in the ground over here on the right side. A couple of kids went out to water it. I don't know. We got it fixed now, whatever that was. Near side receiver is Eli Hadley as Marsh Valley under center with a 2nd down and 4 here. Bowman under center takes the snap. Going to hand it off, running left side. There's Bo Larson. He's going to pound forward for maybe 3, and it will be a 3rd down opportunity for the West Side Pirates. Pick up a 3 there for Bo Larson, and it's 3rd down and a long 3, maybe 4. Yeah, 3rd down and 3 here, as they're going to say picked up 4 there on the first carry for Bo Larson. Under center, very similar formation to the West Side Pirates here as Bowman looking to take the snap, does, hands it off up the middle, 1st down carry and more there. As that time it was taken by the fullback Rugger Scott. He picks up 5 yards, say 6 yards actually, and a 1st down. So Marsh Valley now with a new set of downs as they're at the 33, 34-yard line of their own. 6-0 on the Flying Ash Telenesco scoreboard here as we play in the first quarter. Under center Bowman, still yet to throw a pass. He'll take the snap, hand it off left side. It's Rugger Scott trying to push through this line and not getting there, as first man to get there was Drake Sage. Blitzing corner, going to make it 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play for Rugger. 3 carries for Rugger, 9 yards. None on that one, though, as it's 2nd down and 10 once again from the 34-yard line. Moving from left to right, Marsh Valley is. They'll have a near side receiver here, as that's going to be Chandler Bennett. Far side receiver as well. Shotgun snap for the first time. Takes it. Hands it to Bo Larson running left. He'll get to the 35 where he's chopped down there by Crew Sage. He picks up 1.5 yards, but Crew Sage there to make sure no more damage is getting. And it will be a long 3rd down for the Eagles here. 3rd down, and they're going to say long 8. So pickup of 2 there for Larson. And it's going to be probably a throwing opportunity, but before that, a timeout called by Marsh Valley. We'll take it with them, 6-0 on the Flying Ash Telenesco scoreboard. When we come back here, a 3rd down and long for the Eagles.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds Daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go West Side!
Welcome back here to Westside High School. Got an update for Preston for you. Ogden up on the Indians 14-0 midway through the first quarter. Also, thanks to John Beverly. Apologize to everybody. It's Teton, the team that Marsh Valley beat last week in the late comeback. Teton, my bad. There we go here. Shotgun snap for Bowman on the 3rd down and 8. He throws it to the right side. Has a man there. It is caught. Grabbed by Chandler Bennett, as it's going to be a pickup of upwards of 16 yards, 17. I think they're going to call that 16 yards exactly. So that's 17 yards on the pass completion, as the first one there for Cooper Bowman. And that one to the receiver, Chandler Bennett. 1st down and 10 now on West Side for the Marsh Valley Eagles. It's a keeper from Cooper Bowman. He's going to get wrapped up and put down by Crew Sage. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, though, so no pickup on the carry, and it will be a 2nd down and 10 opportunity as they're at the 42-yard line of the Pirates now, going from left to right. .5:14 on the clock and counting here in the first quarter. As clock still winding, shotgun for Bowman. High snap, takes it though, hands it to Larson, who runs right, hops over his own man and is dropped right there. Garrett Taylor in the pile will give the tackle to him. It's a pickup of 1.5 yards, and it's another long 3rd down coming up for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Once again here, seeing if this West Side defense can come up with a stop. Be big here early for the Pirates as they already scored on their first possession. Now trying to make sure Marsh Valley doesn't have the same fate. Shotgun for Bowman. Left of him is Larson. 2 receivers to his left side as well. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, has pressure. He rolls out right, and he's going to throw it backward across the field. It's caught by Wyatt Marshall. No, he dropped it. In and out of the hands there, as let's take a look on the Northern Title instant replay. You see him roll out right. He has him wide open. I thought he was going to catch it, and it was just a little too high. He drops it, and it's a long 4th down now, and probably punt formation coming up for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Incomplete on that pass attempt, and it will be Crew and Drake Sage back to return this punt with a 6-0 lead on the Flying Ashland Escrow scoreboard. Larson takes the snap. He's going to punt it. He gets it away, and it's going to bounce at the 18-yard line, take a yard for West Side as he goes to the 19, and that's where West Side will start with a 6-0 lead, 4:17 on the clock. They're going to mark it at the 20-yard line, actually, so that's where West Side will start after all. They get the ball back with a 6-0 lead here. Remember, West Side to put up a couple of touchdowns early against South Fremont, and from there was able to kind of cruise with Crew Sage, no pun intended. Now trying to see if they can do a similar thing here with Marsh Valley. Near side receiver Luke Hodges, far side snap Trey Stone. Under center, motion man is Drake Sage, takes the handoff. It'll be a Garrett Taylor on a handoff in the middle, the fullback, as he goes forward for maybe 2 yards, 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. They pick up 3. So 3 yards there on the second carry from Taylor, as after his negative 1st-yard rush, he now has a positive one to get him up to 2 yards carried. 3:53 and counting on the clock here in the first quarter, brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Under center, Stone, Mumford, the receiver. They're going to hand it to the motion man, Drake Sage, running to the left side. On the left hash, he's dropped by a Marsh Valley Eagle at about the 28-yard line. So just shy of that 1st down mark. It'll be about 3rd down and 2 yards to go after the pickup of, 5 that time. So a 5-yard rush for Drake Sage puts him at now 18 yards on 2 carries. 3rd down and 2 from their own 28-yard line. Near side snap for Trey Stone under center. Takes the snap, hands it off, running to the right side as Crew Sage has some room, bounces outside to the 35. He has a 1st down and more as he picks up 7 yards on the carry, and it's a new set of downs for the West Side Pirates. Pickup of 7 on the carry for Crew Sage as he just keeps rumbling and stumbling down the field, and West Side continuing to pound this Marsh Valley front 5. 7 yards there. It's now 44 yards total for Crew Sage on just the 6 carries. I think he's doing that bell cow back really well right now. And it's going to be Trey Stone to throw it here. First time as a receiver. It's a diving Cooper Milburn who makes the catch. He's right at the 1st down marker. Let's go to the Northern Title instant replay here as Marsh Valley contending that he dropped it, but sliding, they say he caught it, and they're going to mark him right at the 30-yard line, or excuse me, the 45-yard line, and it will be a 1st down and 10 on the 10-yard reception there for Cooper Milburn. And now they're going to bring it into measure, actually. I'm still going to give him the 10 yards because either way it's going to be inches if they don't give him the 1st down, but they're going to bring it in here as going to have the discussion on if that very edge of the football is hitting the 45-yard line.
Maybe they're admiring my straight lines.
There you go. They got the new painting on there, and they wanted to check out how straight it was. That's probably the best way to put it. They're looking at it. I don't know about you. That looks like a first down to me. That tip of the ball is touching it. Yeah, there we go. First down, Pirates. There we go. Just had to zoom in. That's all we had to do. If you're listening on KACH, watch on my local radio every now and then. You can see the football. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Pirates. Far side receiver Luke Hodges. Near side snap, Trey Stone under center. Drake Sage behind him. He's going to give it to Crew Sage on the pitch. Running right. He's stuffed. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage as the tackle made there, as I believe it was Cooper Bowman, the quarterback, who came in and laid the hit on Crew. No gain on the carry for Crew, as that's his first rush where he didn't gain a yard. And it will be now second down and 10 once again from that 45-yard line. Under center, Trey Stone. Mumford, the receiver, hands the ball off left side. Crew Sage, this time once again stuffed by the Marsh Valley Eagles, as the first one to get him that time was Caden Hansen. And it will be third down and 10 as they have snuffed out the run on back-to-back times for Crew Sage. Third down and long here coming. 1:39 on the clock. Luke Hodges will go out to the far side as the lone receiver. Possibly a throwing opportunity for Trey Stone. Under center, he'll take the snap, fakes the handoff to Crew. He'll roll to his right side. He's going to get sacked. Taken down there. Caden Hansen, the defensive end, sacks him as Trey Stone will be back all the way at the 35-yard line. Loss of 10 and a punt coming for the Westside Pirates. Minus 10 yards for the sack, and a long punt coming for the Westside Pirates. Tough there as he immediately had pressure off both sides, chose to roll out to the right, and unfortunately that is exactly where Caden Hansen was winning his block, and went past him and ended up reaching the quarterback for the first sack of the game on either side. Crew Sage to punt it away for the Pirates, takes the snap, runs out to the right side, boots it. Far down the field, it's going to bounce, and it's going to go all the way to about the 22-yard line is where the mark is. Great punt there from Crew Sage. We'll take a break. Westside will be on defense when we come back up 6-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Welcome back here to Westside High School in Dayton, Idaho. 32 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Marsh Valley back with the football, down by 6 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. They will have it first and 10. They're actually going to mark it at the 22-yard line. That's where they have it. No, yeah. Okay, now they moved it to the 23. 23 is where they're going to mark it. Okay, they put it up a yard, so original marking not correct. And it will be first and 10 from the 23 of the Eagles. Bowman in shotgun takes the snap, hands it off Larson, going to the left side. He'll be wrapped up and taken down. Loss of 5, maybe more. Big sack back there in the backfield, a big takedown. Didn't see who it was, but big tackle there as it's a loss of, they're going to call it actually 3. So minus 3 there, as that's what they're going to say forward progress was stopped. 4 carries for 4 yards, and that will end the first quarter. Westside leading 6-0 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard, as this has been the first quarter brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. We'll take a break when we come back. Second quarter action right here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Second quarter action here on KACH and MyLocalRadio.com. West Side, the Pirates leading 6-0 over Marsh Valley, the Eagles, here as we start quarter number 2, brought to you by Yardmaster. It'll be Cooper Bowman in shotgun, a running back Larson to his right, 2 receivers to his right as the near hash is where the snap will be. And referees getting everything set. We're ready to go. Near side, Cooper Bowman. Shotgun moving now from right to left as they switch sides. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Has some pressure off the right side. Throws it deep. Has an open man. It's caught at the 40, 35, 30. All the way to the 20. He's gone. 10, 5. Touchdown, Marsh Valley. They go all the way as that's 80 yards on the reception there. Big catch for Wyatt Marshall, 80 yards on the first play of the second quarter. And that's big right there. Let's go to look at the Northern Title instant replay on this one. Just deep down the field had him, and he's just gone. Could not get there. 80 yards. Touchdown, and now the extra point here to come. To kick it is Seth Barchi. Right foot. It is true. Marsh Valley takes the lead 7-6 over West Side here in quarter number 2. They're the first to strike, and we will be right back here as you're watching West Side Pirates football on MyLocalRadio.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Want to watch a movie at Worm Creek? You can go get your tickets at wormcreek.org. Showings coming up as Beetlejuice was playing tonight here Friday the 13th. Fits well. Next showing, Transformers 1, played on September 20th and September 27th. You can get your tickets at wormcreek.org. 80-yard touchdown pass for the Marsh Valley Eagles as they now lead the West Side Pirates by 1, 7-6 on the Flying S Tyler Nesco scoreboard. Kick is away. Back to return it is Crusade. He lets it bounce in the end zone, and West Side will start at the 20-yard line with their now third drive of the game, and for the first time trailing in this one. 11:48 on the clock here, and that drive for Marsh Valley, just 2 plays. That's all it took, 2 plays, and they were able to put it in the end zone. As West Side now, after starting at the 50 their first drive, they started at the 20 their next 2 drives, including this one here. Trailing by 1, what can the Pirates do? They have Mumford on the far side, under center Trey Stone as the Pirates move from left to right. Under center takes the snap, hands it off, running right, Crusade. It's going to be Cooper Milburn actually, and he will be dropped for a gain of maybe 1, as it will be second down and a long 9 to go. That was Milburn's first carry of the game, as he carries it for 1 yard. 11:30 on the clock and running here in the Yardmaster second quarter. Luke Hodges will bring out the play for the Pirates as they're at the 21-yard line of their own. Hodges the receiver, under center Stone, behind him Drake Sage and Crusade. To his right, Cooper Milburn takes the snap, hands it off, Crew running to the right side, gets to the 25-30. He's got some space, 35-40, 45-50. He keeps going all the way to the 40-yard line, and a big rush for Crew Sage. Picks up 41 yards on the carry as it's a big one for Crew Sage, and he goes all the way into Eagles territory. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Almost doubles his carry total for that game, and that carry, he's going to get it again here, running right. He's got some little bit of space as he spins around the tackle at the 35 and dives forward to the 31. Pick up 5 yards, they're going to call it second down and 5. He went from 44 yards to 85 yards in one carry, and now he is at 87. 10:26 on the clock and counting. 7-6. West Side here with the ball to pass. Stone has it, throws it deep down the field, too far as he was intending the pass there for Rafe Graves there. See if we can check it out on the Northern Title Instant Replay here. You can see him. He has the pass, and it's open. He just overthrows him just a tad. And so it will be second down, or rather third down now and 5. (7-6) on the Flying Ash Talent Escrow scoreboard. West Side trailing. Under center, Stone takes the snap on the right hash, hands it off to Crew Sage. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Takes down by Wyatt Marshall. He maybe gains a half a yard, but it's a long fourth down now, and we'll have to see what West Side will do. Fourth down and 5. No gain on that rush. Looks like West Side going to keep it here on a fourth down opportunity with 9:50 and counting on the clock in the Yardmaster second quarter. Under center, Stone. Motion man Milburn takes the snap. Looks to throw that left side. It's intercepted by the Eagles. Running back here all the way to the 30, to the 35-40. And he keeps going, and he's going to be taken down at the 45-ish yard line as we take a look at the Northern Title instant replay here, as he just does not see this man, overthrows his intended receiver, and it is picked off by Marsh Valley. They'll now start at the 45-yard line, as I did not get the number on who intercepted that. The blue numbers on the white jerseys are really tough to see sometimes, but either way, it's an interception. 9:27 on the clock. West Side, or rather Marsh Valley, will start from their own 45-yard line. Bowman under center, takes the snap, hands it off to his fullback, running up. It's going to be the fullback, Rugger Scott. And it will be a pickup of half yard, call it 1. Second down and 9 to go, as Rugger Scott gets his 10th yard on his 4th carry. Second down, 9 to go. Going from right to left of the Eagles with 2 receivers down here. It's going to be Wyatt Marshall and Eli Hadley. Both had a touchdown in last week's game against Teton. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass, has pressure, and Bowman's going to be taken down. First back there is Rafe Graves as he continues to put up some sack numbers. He gets his now 4th on the season and drops Bowman for a loss of 8 yards. Third down and 17 after the sack by Rafe Graves, resulting in an 8-yard loss, and a big play now coming here for the West Side Pirates defense. Seeing if they can get the ball back in their offense's hand. Probably going to be a pass situation for Bowman and the Eagles. Near side receiver is Eli Hadley. Far side is Wyatt Marshall. Under center's Bowman. They're going to fake the handoff. He's looking to pass as he rolls out to the right. Throws it. It's caught for the first down to the 40, 35, 30. One man to beat. Cuts back to the 25, 20. He's got a block. 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Caden Hansen goes for the touchdown there, as that's going to be a 63-yard touchdown. As we look at the Northern Title instant replay, the cutback there, Crew Sage just could not catch him. And now Westside going to be down at least by 6, potentially by more with this extra point to come as you check a look on the Northern Title instant replay there. A couple of big passes for the Marsh Valley Eagles. And an extra point. It's good once again. 14-6, Westside offense. Gonna need to do something when we come back. We'll take a break. You're watching Westside Pirates football here, brought to you by Ready Services.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
(14-6) on the Flying S Telenesco scoreboard here in the Yardmaster quarter number 2 after a 63-yard touchdown pass from Cooper Bowman to Caden Hansen. They're actually going to call it 62 yards officially. Still Bowman now at 159 yards passing. As now the Westside Pirates offense will be back on the field. Onside kick, surprise here. It's loose on the ground. Diving on it, though, is Dallas Nelson. Oh, man, that could have been bad. Let's see if we got it on the Northern Title instant replay. As you can see, just this little tip by Dallas Nelson, but he's able to dive right back on it. Whew, that was a close one. A surprise onside kick by the Marsh Valley Eagles almost results in chaos. Luckily, Dallas Nelson to save the Pirates. Now will start their drive at their own 39-yard line as they move from left to right. Has Mumford, the near side receiver, on the near hash where the snap will be. Stone under center, needing to probably put up some points here with 7:49 to go before half. Handoff Drake Sage. He gets a yard, but he's going to be stopped right there. This Marsh Valley defense really popping a lot of Pirates right now. That time it was Rugger Scott, the fullback, who is playing on defense here as the linebacker, as he found Drake Sage. And it will be a pickup of 1. So Sage does get a yard. And now it'll be second down and 9 to go. Far side receiver Luke Hodges. Under center Stone, motion man Milburn, fakes the handoff. Now will hand it to the right side, running Crew Sage to the 45 to the 50, cuts up field, and he'll step out of bounds at about the 52-yard line. He is going to get the first down as he picks up 12. So 12 there for Crew Sage, as he is now just a yard away from 100 by my count. All unofficial stats that I have, by the way. 14-6 on the Flying Ash Telenesco scoreboard. Pirates across midfield at the 48-yard line where they mark it. Under center, Stone takes the snap, hands it off to Drake Sage, runs through a Marsh Valley Eagle, gets to the 45-yard line, picks up 3, and it'll be second down and 7 with 7:03 and counting on the clock. Drake Sage running angry there. 22 yards for him on 4 carries. 14-6, Marsh Valley leading. Westside trying to come back, and I guarantee they would go for 2 to try and tie this game if they weren't able to put it in the end zone. Second down and 7, though, first at the 45-yard line, and it's going to be Stone to hand it off. Drake Sage up the middle, 40, 35. He's gone, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pirates. Drake Sage all the way, 45 yards. Westside down by just 2, 14-12. Now Westside trying to tie it, will go for 2. Big run there from Drake Sage. Trying to tie it here with the 2-point conversion. 14-12. Trey Stone under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Crew running right, breaks one tackle running. He's going to get in the end zone. We're tied. 14-14. Fireworks fly. We're tied here in West Side. Take a look at the touchdown here from Drake Sage as he goes 45 yards right up the gut, and he just had the burst of speed at the 30 and was gone. West Side tied Marsh Valley 14-14. When we come back, it'll be the Marsh Valley Eagles trying to strike back on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
We're tied 14-14 here on the West Side Pirates radio network here. As on mylocalradio.com, the kickoff from Dallas Nelson goes all the way back. Returned at about the 5-yard line for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Has some pressure. He's going to lateral it all the way to the right side. Has a man, has space to the 25-30, 35-40. He's going to cut back to the 45 before he's finally tackled, as it was the lateral there. Didn't get the lateral, but let's check it out on the Northern Title replay. That back run on the far side. That was going to be, I believe, Eli Hadley on that far side, maybe Bo Larson. But either way, that was a nice play design, and they're going to be at good field position to start their drive as we're now tied up on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. They're at the 48-yard line to start their drive after that really key and creative play design there from the new head coach for Marsh Valley. First down and 10, 6:18 to go on the clock. Bowman hands it off. Larson running through a couple of Pirates, gets past the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Pirates as he's across midfield, and it'll be second down and 6 after the pickup from 4 yards for Larson. 8 yards on 5 carries for Larson after having over 190 yards rushing last week against Teton. 5:53 and counting on the clock here in the second quarter, brought to you by Yardmaster. Under center is Bowman. Receiver here on the near side is going to be Hadley. He's going to take the snap. He'll hand it off up the gut to Rugger Scott, the fullback, and he will get maybe 3 yards. It'll make it third down either way. Probably going to be a long 3 to go after the 3-yard carry. Luke Keller makes the tackle. Third down and 3 from the 45-yard line of Westside. Marsh Valley with it. Cooper Bowman under center. Near side receiver Hadley takes the snap, hands it off. Larson trying to go to the right side. He is stuffed. West Side defense as Rafe Graves the first to meet him, along with a ship of Pirates right after him to bring him down. Fourth down and a long 2 now after, say, a half-yard gain there by Bo Larson. Marsh Valley to go for it, a big play here. Fourth down and a long 3. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver far side. Possibly going to punt it away as it's Larson the direct snap, and it's going to be a timeout for Marsh Valley as they do not like what they saw, but they want to talk this one over. Maybe see what's going on and possibly go for it. That actually looks like a punt formation if you ask me. 4:41 on the clock here in the first quarter, or excuse me, in the second quarter, brought to you by Yardmaster. Funny enough, in the first quarter, Marsh Valley had just 30 yards of total offense. They had 80 yards on the first play in the Yardmaster second quarter, and they then had a 63-yard play just a couple of drives later. So, yeah, I think they're above 30 yards total now on the day, as we'll get to the stats at halftime, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. 14-14 on the Flying S. Tyler Escrow scoreboard here. A long fourth down. It's Bo Larson still going to be in that direct snap position. He has 2 receivers or technically punt coverage men here on the near side. Let's see what they do. Takes the snap, and that's going to be a flag thrown, a false start on Marsh Valley, and now they're certain to punt as it'll back him up 5 yards to the 50-yard line and make it 4th down and now 7. 4th down, long 7, maybe 8, as 4:40 on the clock, and a punt now to come, and it'll be a 3 and out if they could stop them here and force this punt. Larson does have the chance to kind of look and see if there is a running lane. And takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He'll punt it high to the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where the official marks it. At the, he's going to say the 22-yard line is where he will mark it. That's where Westside will start here with 4:32 tied up at 14 on the Flying S. Title and Escrow scoreboard. Big drive last time, 45-yard touchdown for Crew Sage. As we can go back to that on our Northern Title instant replay. Excuse me, this was the pitch back there. I thought I had the right one for you. 4:32 again on the clock. As it's 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line of Westside. Motions across the field. Cooper Milburn, he takes it. Or excuse me, rather Drake Sage, as he goes for maybe a yard. They're going to say does gain the 1. So pickup of 1 for Drake there as he's up to 68 yards rushing. His brother Crew at 99. Drake, though, with 6 rushes. Crew with 12. 2nd down and 9 to go here, moving from left to right at the 23-yard line of the Pirates. Mumford, the receiver on the near side. Stone with the motion man, Drake Sage, and a false start for Westside, so back him up 5 yards there on their first penalty. So back him up 5 from a 2nd down and 9 to a 2nd down and 14. 3:58 on the clock. As the sun finally fading away, you can kind of see the sun just over there on the mountains. But that's about it. Kind of smoky, cloudy here in Dayton, Idaho. 3:54 on the clock with this 2nd down and now 14 from the 18-yard line of Westside. Receiver far side Hodges under center. Stone takes the snap, and he's going to hand the ball. No, he fakes the handoff and gives it to himself. It doesn't give him to himself. He just keeps it. He goes to the right side. He picks up 5. Kind of pulled that ball late out of Drake Sage's hand, and he picks up all the way back to the 24-yard line. So ends up with a 6-yard rush for Trey Stone. Without sack yardage, he's at 6 yards on the rushing game, but kind of have to add the sacks in there, so technically he's a -4. Either way, it's a long 3rd down and 8 here. Westside trying to convert and try and break this tie. 3:10 and counting on the clock. Shotgun for Stone. Rolls out to the left. He has a man on him. He's going to get sacked. Taken down there. Wyatt Marshall gets the sack, as we're going to try and get that on our instant replay here, brought to you by Northern Title. You can see him just nowhere to go. Had the ball in his hand and didn't want to lose it, so he just tucks it, and now a punt to come for Crew Sage, as the Pirates will have to give it back to the Eagles here before half. 2:43 on the clock and counting. See if Marsh Valley and what they do with it to try and take the lead before half. Crew Sage here to punt. Tied up at 14 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. Sage with the motion man across, takes the snap, rolls to the right, punts it, and it is not going to be a good one, as it just is caught by the Marsh Valley Eagles at the 20-something yard line. That punt is going to net 7 yards, 6 yards for Crew Sage there. Marsh Valley actually caught it, which was kind of surprising in its own right, as it was just hit so short. Crew Sage didn't get it off the proper side of his foot. He had a couple of Eagles bearing down on him, so, I mean, take that with it, but he's going to say it's all the way to the 23-yard line, so that's a pickup of 7 yards on the punt. Not what you want to see here with 2:06 on the clock before half on the Yardmaster quarter number 2. Under center is Bowman. Receiver on the near side here, Eli Hadley. He's going to take the snap, hands it to Bo Larson, running right, finds a hole, bursts through it to the 20, where he's dropped by the Pirates. So pickup of 3 there on the carry. So 3 yards on that rush for Bo Larson. Westside containing him after his 192-yard night last Friday. Now on 7 carries, he has just 12 yards. Westside trying to keep the Eagles out of the end zone at least before half. 1:32 and counting on the clock here left in this first half. Far side receiver, under center Bowman takes the snap, hands it off. Rugger Scott up the middle, and a host of Pirates is there to meet him. He picks up about 4 though, so it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 to come. As he picks up 6 there, that's what they're going to say. So 6 yards for Rugger. He's at 19 yards on 6 carries. 3rd down and long 3 to go, they're going to say. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 1. Just 1 timeout left for Marsh Valley. That's why they're not using anything. Have seen their kicker be pretty prominent. Maybe try and get him. But Bowman here in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the near side. No one to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to roll out. Has pressure. West side trying to get him. He chucks it to the end zone. Has a man. It's intercepted. Cooper Milburn says, "Not in my house." Westside takes control before halftime and will not allow a field goal attempt, as that's a big one right there for Cooper Milburn and the Westside Pirates. INT. On the pass attempt from Bowman, and now with 39 seconds left in the half, see what Westside tries to do if they're going to be putting pressure on. They're going to have 2 receivers to the left, Garrett Taylor, Luke Hodges. Looks like 1 receiver to the right. And Drake Sage. And he's going to be the motion man. Shotgun here for Trey Stone. And a misplay. The ball's on the ground. It's loose. Diving for it. Who has it? Marsh Valley does. A mishap there for Westside as they dropped the ball on the design delayed handoff. Now Marsh Valley with 35 seconds has a chance once again as the ball's at the 13-yard line. What a mistake there. Marsh Valley a chance to score. He's at the 13-yard line. That's not what you want at all. Now you got to go here and stop them with 35 seconds and 1 timeout for the Eagles. 1 receiver near side. It's going to be Eli Hadley. Bowman under center. Rugger and Larson behind him. Takes the snap, looks to throw, drops back, has pressure, gets rid of it. It's going to be caught by Marsh Valley at about the 8-yard line. And there's a flag out there on the field. Probably going to be a illegal touching, because he was not eligible. I think that was a lineman. Is it going to be illegal touching? Getting discussion here from the referees. Yep. Illegal touching on the Marsh Valley Eagles. So bring him back all the way to the 17-yard line. So 2nd down and 15 there. That's the way to describe it. Guy who wasn't supposed to touch the ball, touched the ball. I like that one. 14-14 on the Flying Ash Talent Escrow scoreboard. 23 seconds on the clock. And the Marsh Valley, run the clock. I was about to say, there we go. 14-14. Under center, Bowman takes the snap, hands it off. No, he keeps it. He's actually going to give it to the receiver on the motion. And it's Crusades to wrap him up, trying to rip the ball out. They get it down. Timeout called by Marsh Valley. 7.6 seconds left on the clock. And a chance for the Marsh Valley to kick a field goal here, I guess. Yeah, Seth Bartschy's going to walk out here. They're going to try and take the lead. So timeout, Marsh Valley. They're going to kick this, the 19-yard line. So back them up 7. It's going to be a 36-yard field goal attempt for Seth Bartschy. from the left hash. So we'll get the full field here. Trying to break this tie before half.
Looks like we are attempting a field goal.
36-yard field goal. Seth Barchi. West Side has somewhat of a defensive lineup out there, watching for a fake. Barchi's been nails from extra points. This one a lot longer. He boots it. It's up. It's good. Marsh Valley with a 36-yard field goal from Seth Barchi will take the lead with 4 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Man, what a boot. Barchi there puts his team on top right before half with 4 seconds. And now probably a squib kick coming for this Marsh Valley squad, as with 4 seconds, they're just trying to get to halftime. Tough there because you had the illegal touching, and they were still able. I mean, that's something to take of note, though. Barchi was, I mean, that was good from maybe 46. That was a boot. And you think about that later in the game, I don't really like that. I don't want to see a game-winning 30-something, 40-something yard field goal from Barchi. So that's something as West Side you got to take into note that they've got a kicker. They do for sure. Sometimes a very unlikely thing to have in high school, but credit to Marsh Valley and Seth Barchi. Dude's got a leg. He's going to kick it off here, and he's going to boot it on a line drive. It's going to be all the way to the 8-yard line where Crusade will pick it up, and it will be tackling. Ball loose. He gets down at around the 19-yard line. Doesn't matter, though. Clock ends and halftime here. West Side trailing Marsh Valley 17-14. A 36-yard field goal for Seth Barchi, and the Eagles leading here. We'll take a break and come back. It's the Puppy Steps Trending halftime show coming up right here on my local radio in KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in Northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Welcome back here to the Puppy Steps Training halftime show here on mylocalradio.com. 11:25 as we go here in half, left to go. 17-14. The Eagles on top of the Westside Pirates. And I tell you what, that last minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe the craziest into a half you'll see in high school football in Idaho this week. Let's kind of go through that last little bit. So, first of all, you have Westside with the ball right before that, where they score the 45-yard touchdown from Drake Sage, and they tie the game at 14. Then from there, it was just turnover. Westside couldn't get an offense going on their next drive after that. Had to punt it away. Sage got it off the right side of his foot or something. I mean, he's been pretty good with punting the ball away and flipping the field, but unfortunately, when they needed him most right there, it just did not work out and gained 7 yards on that punt. It was a really tough opportunity there. And then it was the Westside defense to try and stop the Marsh Valley offense before half. And at this point, we're talking about 2 minutes left to go, say 2:30 to just be exact. Luckily, it was an interception from Cooper Milburn in the end zone on the near side. He was able to get the ball back to the Westside Pirates. You thought, okay, they're going to get out of this. We're going to be tied at 14, and they're not going to have to worry about anything going into half. They'll have to kick the ball away to the Eagles at the start of half, but hey, that's okay. We're tied up after what was almost a disastrous situation. Well, the next play was maybe more disastrous than what we've seen all year. It was a designed delayed handoff. I believe it was going to Drake Sage, but Trey Stone in shotgun takes the snap. He rolled to his left. Drake Sage, by the way, or Sage rather, did not move an inch on the left hash. He proceeds to turn around to hand the ball off to Crew, and in the process of turning and handing the ball over, he drops it. It goes on the ground, and Marsh Valley recovers it. Tough look, unfortunately, but the defense came up stout, stopped them from getting anything easy in the end zone. No touchdowns allowed. But then I tell you what, Seth Barchi, who had just been rocking the ball in PA attempts, then comes out for a 36-yard field goal. And in high school, you're thinking, all right, that's doable, but it's a tough one. Kid nails it. 40 yards. I'm telling you, just straight laced down the center. He probably would have had it from 50, to be honest. I mean, it was just absolutely bolted through those uprights. 36 yards once again, and they take the lead, 17-14. Just the kickoff to play. After that, it was 4 seconds, and a little line drive kick from Barchi. First time he didn't keep it in, kept it in play, not in the end zone, and ultimately Crusade just kind of took it as far as he could, about the 19, before he was then tackled, and the half ended where we stand at 17-14. So that's how we sit right now, 17-14, Marsh Valley on top. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have our halftime stats brought to you by Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Welcome back into the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Show as we now head into our halftime stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Well, I tell you what, that first quarter, Westside was controlling Marsh Valley's offense. And when I say controlling, they were manipulating it, they were taking control, they were going to make sure you weren't going to get an inch unless we told you to. Only 30 yards in the first quarter, 13 rushing, 17 passing. Second quarter, not the same. 160 yards passing, 23 yards rushing, so 143 yards in passing yards in the second quarter, 10 yards rushing for a total of 153 in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns and a field goal in that second quarter as well, all of their points coming, and then 183 total yards. So I tell you, it was just 2 passes is all it was, to be quite honest. Cooper Bowman, 3 for 5 with 160 yards. 3 completions, 160 yards. One of them an 80-yard touchdown, one of them a 63-yard touchdown. Those going to Wyatt Marshall and Caden Hansen in this battle of 2-0 opponents in Marsh Valley and the West Side Pirates. Flipping over to the Pirates side, their second quarter controlled on the ground, as per usual. Had 112 yards, 166 is their halftime total. Did not have a pass completion, though. Cooper Milburn caught the only pass in the game for 10 yards. That was back in the first quarter. They only had 64 yards in the first quarter, ended up with 176 at the half, but they are trailing by 3, as you see on the Flying Ashland Escrow scoreboard, 17-14. I mean, Westside has done a lot of things right, but the problem that you look at this, the interception to start their first drive in the second quarter. The fumble to end the second quarter. I mean, that just is things that you can't have happen when you're facing a 2-0 Marsh Valley team. Now, to say that this team is a second-half team, that's an understatement. We talk about the past 2 games. Their defense has been absolutely electric in those games. You combine the 4 quarters against Firth and against South Fremont, they've allowed just 6 points. Will they do the same against a high-powered Marsh Valley offense? You'd like to think so. You'd hope so. But at the same time, you got to start to kind of get the thought train moving here, as the Eagles will have the ball to start this second half here in just a couple minutes. But you need to really figure out from here on out how to let that offense work at a little better speed. 2 touchdowns on what ends up being 6 drives, 2 turnovers. Not a great percentage when you're talking, what's that, 1/3 of your drives have resulted in a turnover. Now, in the same tone, 1/3 of your drives have resulted in a touchdown, but it's just kind of a hard subject to talk about. And, this West Side team has aspirations of going back to state. They can do it, and I expect a very good second half coming up here in just a couple of minutes. And I'm telling you what, I can tell you this team's going to be fired up. I expect some hard-nosed defense to start off when Marsh Valley gets the ball. 17-14 at half, Eagles leading the Pirates. This has been the Puppy Steps Training Halftime Show and the Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency Halftime Stats. Be right back here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to important things, it's always nice to know you made the right decision. This is Brittany Smith with Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency in Preston. We all know that life insurance is a good decision because it provides financial protection for your family. But have you considered life insurance as income replacement, a savings plan, or supplemental retirement income? Different policies come with different options. Make sure you have the best insurance that is right for you and your family. Schedule a free insurance review with us today. Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
We welcome you back here to Westside High School. Second half about to get underway. And it's going to be Marsh Valley to return the opening kickoff. And I tell you what, it's going to be a key drive for the Westside defense. I know it's a lot of football left to play. You still got 24 minutes in total, 2 quarters, 12 minutes each. But what you don't want is for Marsh Valley to go put up 6 or probably 7 now. I mean, Seth Barchi making a 36-yard field goal. He's not going to miss an extra point, and they're probably going to keep leaning on him. He's actually kicking a 40-yard field goal right now. He made it. Okay, well, let's not have that happen for the last little bit there. Barchi just nailed a 40-yard field goal before we get ready. Oh, he's going from 45. Okay, hold on. We need to kind of watch this. I want to see if we can kind of see what's going on here. He's lining up for a 45-yard field goal here. I just want to see because, I mean, this is a big part. If it comes down to a kick from Barchi, here's 45. I think that was good. He's got the distance for sure. Obviously, it's just the aim from there on out. Oh, my gosh, he's going from 50 now. This kid is impressive, I will say that. But to my point, I don't want to see him with the last seconds of the game coming out here trying to kick a field goal. I don't want to see that at all. So if you're Westside, you need to stop Marsh Valley on this first drive, get it back in the hands of your offense, and try and take control with a touchdown. Here's the kick from 50. Okay, he's human. That one was short. Goodness. I mean, he's had the distance, though, on a couple of those from 50 as he continues to try and kick this. I'm just going to keep the camera on him just because, I think this is pretty impressive for a high school kid to kick a 50-yarder, especially on a playing field here. With a normal hold, too, not just a stationary hold. Not ready to get going. We are under a minute to go till the second half. That one's got more distance on it. He hit it left, though. So Barchi's distance is around 45 yards. Looks like where his, say, field goal yard line will be if we get to that point of them needing to kick a field goal to tie or win the game later on in this one. Barchi hit a 65-yarder in practice. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. This kid's nails. That's impressive right there. Either way you slice it. I know that. No, we're here for Westside, but gosh dang, that's impressive. And I tell you what, I do not want to see Barchi out there trying to kick a game-winning field goal. I don't want that at all. I want Westside to take control right here, right now, have their defense come out, stop the Eagles, and then get it back in their offense's hand and go score to hopefully take the lead and hopefully never give it up here in the second half. We're now entering our third quarter as it's brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. Get all your auto parts need here as they're on Main Street there for all of your needs. Preston Auto Parts sponsoring our third quarter. 17-14, the score as we're getting ready to go. By the way, I want to give you an update on the Ogden score. 21-0, or rather Preston score. 21-0, Ogden over Preston right now at the half. Appreciate John Beverly, my engineer, getting me that one. Shout out to him as well for keeping us on the air on KACH. Dallas Nelson here to kick it off for the Westside Pirates. He boots it deep down the field. May actually be returned by the Eagles. They will pick it up at the 6-yard line. He's going to the left side of the field. Mumford gets pushed down, but it's Crew Sage who will make the tackle after all at around the 25-yard line. And that's where we'll start here with Marsh Valley on the far hash. Third quarter here. 11:52. Appreciate everybody joining us as they'll mark it at the, you're going to say, 26-yard line, where the Marsh Valley Eagles will start their first drive here of half number 2. Far side receiver is going to be Wyatt Marshall. Bowman goes under center for this one. Far hash, under center taking the snap, looking to pass, throws to Marshall, deep down the field, it's caught! Was he out of bounds? He was out of bounds. It was actually Eli Hadley there. He was out of bounds, and it's going to be incomplete there. Woo. That was a good pass. It was just shading a little bit too far to the sideline, and it's incomplete for the first pass attempt of the half. And you see Marsh Valley's mindset right there. They're coming out. They're saying, we have the lead. We want to add to it. We're not letting off the gas, and rightfully so. We're up by 3 here, and now with a 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Far side receiver for them once again with Cooper Bowman under center. He's going to take the snap, hands it off, running right side as that's going to be Bo Larson. He'll cut back to the left, has some space. He goes out to the 40 and dropped it around the 44-yard line, but he's going to pick up 15, 16, call it 19 yards, 19 yards there on the carry for Bo Larson and a first down. He goes all the way to the 44-yard line. 19 yards, it's the biggest rush of the day for Larson, as he's going to double and more his rushing total for the night. 31 yards on 8 carries. 17-14, Marsh Valley with a first down at the 44-yard line of their own. Shotgun for Bowman this time as they'll take the snap. He's going to pitch it out to the right side, and it's going to be Bo Larson trying to get the edge. Can't get there, and it's Drake Sage who got ran into right by his brother, Crew Sage. So, kind of to get this straight, Crew was not in the tackle originally. Drake had him wrapped up, and Crew laid the last hit on him and accidentally hit his brother. He gets up fine, though, so it's only a 1-yard rush for Larson on that one. Remember, Larson had 192 yards last week. Now, to be fair, Cooper Bowman only had 102 yards passing. He has 160, so kind of doing it in different ways this time around. Near hash now after that rush goes to the near side. 2 receivers left for Bowman. He's in shotgun, as he will take the snap and drop back looking to pass. Has a screen over the left side. It's caught on a tip from Larson. Breaks one tackle. Now past the 50 to the 44-yard line. Flags fly everywhere. As we'll see what those are. Dallas Nelson with the stop on the tackle. The flag's flying at about the 44-yard line. Block in the back on Marsh Valley. That's big right there. That was an 8-yard rush negated. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul at the, 48-yard line. So that'll be back to the 38-yard line. No, they're going to go from the line of scrimmage. Okay, so line of scrimmage back 10 yards, so they'll be at the 35-yard line. So at the 30-yard line, it was going to be 3rd down and 1, now turning into a 2nd down and 19. 9:59 here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun for Bowman, motions a man out to the left side. He's going to take it on a QB sneak, but he's wrapped up in the backfield. Taken down there. First back there was Chet Ward. And it's going to be a gain of 2 yards there on the rush from Bowman. And it'll be a 3rd down and forever. 18 yards to be exact, as they're at the 36-yard line on the far hash. Big chance for this West Side defense to get their offense back on the field. 2 receivers to the right of Bowman, a running back as well with Larson. Has one Wyatt Marshall on the left side. Takes the snap, hands it, fakes it actually. Now he's going to throw it. Has a man open. It's caught at the 50. Needs to get to the 44-yard line. Or excuse me, he will get past the 44-yard line as he goes to the 45. Into the 44 for the 1st down. Pickup of 18 yards on the pass play. And Marsh Valley will continue this drive. That's tough there. That was Wyatt Marshall on the reception. He's now at 98 yards receiving. And Cooper Bowman is at 178 yards passing. That's tough to take in at the 44-yard line. 1st down and 10. Shotgun for Bowman. 2 receivers to his right. Takes the snap. Going to the right. Had the pitch open, but he's going to keep it himself. He'll get tackled by Dallas Nelson. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, though. No gain on the play. Nelson there first to greet him. 2nd down and 10. 8:18 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts. 17-14 as we're trying to get the stop here for the Westside Pirates, needing to get the ball back to their offense. We've seen their kicker Seth Barchi already make a 36-yard field goal. And at this point, they're getting close to field goal range for him. Shotgun for Bowman, takes the snap. 2 receivers to his left, has pressure off the left side. It's Rafe Graves. He fires it downfield, has an open man, but Cooper Milburn there comes late and breaks up the pass. Great breakup from Cooper Milburn as we take a look at the Northern Title instant replay. He flies in late. That was going to be an easy completion to Eli Hadley, but Milburn comes in and stops it, and it's 3rd down and 10. What a play by Cooper Milburn. 4 for 8 for Bowman, 178 yards, but that one broken up by Milburn, who already has an INT on the evening. At the 44-yard line for Westside. 3rd down and 10. Once again, a long 3rd down for the Westside defense to try and come up big. 2 receivers to his left. Bowman in shotgun. Running back to his left as well in Larson. He'll take the snap. Fakes the handoff. Has pressure off the left side. Throws as he gets hit. He gets it to Larson at the 45. He'll cut back, but he's pounded by a couple of Pirates. And he's going to get nowhere close to the 1st down marker as he's knocked down at the 42-yard line. Picks up just 2 yards on the reception. 2 yards there by Bo Larson. Fourth down and 8. And it's Larson who is the punter. We have seen him potentially look for a fake. They've set that up well. He's going to fake it. He's going to try and rush. He's close to the 1st down. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. He just ran it right up the middle. They're saying West Side. It depends where they mark it. I think it's short. I think where they've marked it, it's short. It's West Side football. They knock him down a half yard short of that 1st down marker. And West Side now with it, trailing by 3 with 7:02 to go. They'll have it at the 35-yard line after the rush there of 7 yards from Bo Larson. I told you, they've been setting up the fake the entire night. They finally did it. Wasn't successful, though. Far side snap, near side receiver Luke Hodges from right to left. The Pirates move, motion man, and now handoff up the gut. And it's going to be believe Garrett Taylor there. Maybe Drake Sage. Drake Sage, actually. No, it is Garrett Taylor. Garrett Taylor picks up 2. So Garrett Taylor picks up 2 on the first carry. And it's going to be second down and 8. Westside trailing by 3 here. Would love to see them put it in the end zone. Mumford, the receiver, under center Stone. Hands it off, has Crusage to the 40, 45. He almost breaks the tackle there. Man, he was just a couple feet shy from taking it the distance. Just got tripped up here on the Northern Title instant replay. Oh, man. I mean, just a hairline tackle there. And it will be a big-time play for Marsh Valley. He does get a first down, though, as he picks up 9. Whew. Man, oh, man, that was close. 17-14 on the Flying STL Escrow scoreboard. Shotgun for Stone. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. No, he'll give it to Drake Sage. Running left, 50, 45. Hops over him, man. He hops over him. Goes to the, 42-yard line, a yard short? Yeah, 42-yard line. So pickup of 9 there on the shotgun run. And it's going to be second down and 1. Drake Sage now closing in on 100 yards as he just passed the 75 marker. 77 yards on 7 carries, 108 yards for Crusade. He eclipsed the 100-yard mark. Handoff up the middle, quarterback keeper rather, for Trey Stone as he just takes it for 3 yards and gets the first down. Westside just wanting a new set of downs there. 3 yards for Trace. First down and 10 from the 39-yard line of the Eagles now. As they have crossed midfield, Luke Hodges, the receiver down low on your screen. Under center, Stone. Takes the snap, hands it off, Crew up the middle. He'll fall forward about the 35, they're going to say 36-yard line, so pick up of 3. And Crew Sage now at 111 yards rushing on the day. Second down, 7 yards to go. And officials timeout as they're going to be an injury timeout here. Jared Angler going to hop off. Mumford will be the one to bring in the play. Garrett Taylor out there on the field with Crusage, the 2 backs with Drake as well. Taylor will be in the fullback slot. The motion area will be Drake Sage. Crusage the tailback. 4:34 and counting under center. Stone takes the snap, pitches it left side. Crew out of the 35, runs through a man to the 32. Just puts the head down and goes right through Chandler Bennett. He picks up 4 yards. And Westside continuing to just pound the rock here with Drake and Crusage. But they've got a third down and a long 4 yards to go. 115 yards for Crusade on the night. Under center, Stone. Big third down here. Oh, they got him. It was a hard count, and every Eagle on that offensive line jumped. And I tell you, that's just setting that play up for success. Just perfect execution there by the West Side coaching staff. They call the hard count. The Eagles jump. It's 5 yards. It's a first down. To the 27-yard line is where they mark it now. 1st and 10 for the Pirates. 3:45 and counting on the clock here in the third quarter. Under center, taking the snap and handing it off right side. Crusade rushing, has a hole, gets through it to the 20, past the 20 to around the 18-yard line. Just shy of that first down is where they're marking him originally, it looks like. Seth Barchi, the kicker on the stop. They're going to mark him literally just shy of that first down. So 9.5 yards, what I'm going to call it. 124 yards rushing now for Crusade. Westside knocking on the door as they've entered the red zone. Trying to score here. Luke Hodges, the near side receiver. Under center, Trey Stone. Take the snap. Hands it off up the middle. It's Drake. Spins around one move. Cuts back to the right side. He's gone. 18-yard touchdown run for Crusade, or Drake Sage, and the Westside Pirates take back the lead. Fireworks fly, and Westside leads 20-17 with an extra point or 2-point attempt to follow. See if we got it here on the instant replay, brought to you by Northern Title. Drake Sage just cuts to the right side and scores the touchdown for the Pirates. Big there, and now looks like they're going to try and go for two here. 2-point opportunity. Receiver to the right. Stone, motion man, Milburn. He's going to hand it off. Milburn has a pass. Open, Mumford caught. The trickeration scores on the 2-point conversion. Fireworks fly again. 22-17. Westside on top. What a creative play design by Tyson Mosier and his staff, as that is just played to perfection. And now the scoreboard, brought to you by Flying S Talent Escrow, reads 22 Westside, 17 at Marsh Valley. We'll be right back here in quarter number 3, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Third quarter, 2:57 to go, 22-17. Westside has taken back the lead, and Dallas Nelson to kick us off as Marsh Valley will try and respond. Kicks this ball away, and the student section is popping now. Muffed momentarily by an Eagle. He'll go to the right side of the 20. He'll fall at the 23-yard line. I tell you what, this crowd is into it now. The student section right below us, you can hear them getting loud, and a big-time opportunity for the Westside defense to feed off this crowd energy that they have gotten from their offense. 22-17, Marsh Valley now trying to respond with the Eagles. They'll start from the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 from left to right. .251 on the clock. Bowman under center. Far side receiver under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off right side, Larson. Going far. Drake Sage over there makes him cut back and allows a bunch of Pirates to come up and make the tackle with them. Good job by Drake there to set the outside edge and make it a 2nd down and 9. Just the 1-yard rush there for Bo Larson. Does get him to 40 yards on the night. 2:30 and counting here in the third quarter. .22-17. Left side is going to be the receiver, Eli Hadley. Bowman once again under center. Right side he has Wyatt Marshall in a tight end area. He'll hand the ball off to Larson running right though, and a host of Pirates will be there to tackle him. Ship got there before Bo Larson. He gains a yard though, and it's 3rd down and 8. Man, this would be huge to get a 3-and-out after you score the touchdown to take the lead. Along with getting the 2-point conversion on a trick play, Milburn completes the pass to Mumford. Are you kidding me? What a play. 1:42 and counting on the clock. 17 points for Marsh Valley. They led just moments ago, now trailing 22-17 on the Flying S Talent Escrow scoreboard. 3rd down and 8. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Now a double handoff as taking it back to the right side is going to be Wyatt Marshall. He'll get to the first down, the 40-45, past the 50, breaking down the sideline. And, man, he got a big rush there. It was a double handoff. Larson ran right. Marshall ran left. They handed it off to Larson and handed it off to Marshall. He drives all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Pirates, and he picks up, what's that, 28 yards? Goodness. It's a good rush there as Wyatt Marshall. They will have to score a touchdown, though, to break this. They'll hand it off to Larson here. He'll spin around one tackle and dive forward to the 41-yard line. Picks up 3. Larson there on the carry is 13th of the game. 2nd down and 41. Rafe Graves was the first one to meet him. Under a minute to play here in the Preston Auto Parts 3rd quarter. Under center Bowman, far side receiver Eli Hadley. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to the fullback. Rugger Marshall has some space before he's wrestled down at the 30. Tackle made by Drake, or rather Cruz Sage. And it is a gain of 11 yards, though, for Rugger. So 1st down for Rugger Scott. And he's now at 30 yards rushing on 7 carries. More efficient than Larson, but less carries. Under center Bowman once again, as they have been content to pound the rock here. They'll hand it off. Rugger once again running left. This time he is stuffed. Couple of Pirates there to meet him first. First name I saw was Whit Kelly, or it's Keller rather. As that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. So no gain there for Larson. And we go into the 4th. West Side leading 22-17. This has been the Preston Auto Parts 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's 4th quarter time. We decide a victor coming up here on KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today, 217 South State Street in Preston.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
Second down and 9 here for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Bowman hands it off right side. It's going to be Wyatt Marshall, as his 2nd carry is going to be, again, a big one. He picks up 10. Take a look at the Northern Title. Oh, no. Yeah, we did. Northern Title instant replay here as he goes to the right side. And unfortunate there will be a 1st down on the gain of 11, or 10 there, by Marshall. He's got 38 yards rushing on 2 carries. The 2nd most on the team. As a far side receiver, Eli Hadley. Under center, Bowman takes the snap, hands it off in the middle. Rugger Scott trying to push forward. He's met by the defensive line of the Pirates. Ivan Campbell and Whit Keller there to get him. Gains 2 on it on the carry for Larson. Or excuse me, Rugger. 32 yards for him, 11:09 here in the 4th. 2nd down and 8 from the 18-yard line. Takes the snap, hands it to Rugger up the middle again. He's met again by a bunch of Pirates. Picks up another maybe 2 all the way to the 15-yard line as they're inside the red zone. But it's going to be 3rd down and 6. McDaniel on the tackle. 3rd down and a long 6 to go here. Big play for West Side. They do have the field goal opportunity for Seth Barchi should they want it. I think they're in rage for sure. Under center. Bowman takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out. He's got pressure. He's going to be taken down. Sacked in the backfield. Rafe Graves. Who else? 5th sack of the year as we take a look on the Northern Title instant replay. They get back there, and Rafe just wraps him up. What a play. And now we see Seth Barchi coming out to the field once again. He's made a 36-yarder. This one add an extra yard. 37 yards upcoming here for Seth Barchi. See if they will go with the kick or fake it. Barchi kick, up, line drive. It's good. Barchi, 2 field goals of 36 and 37 yards, puts the Marsh Valley Eagles within 2, but Westside will get the ball back. So positively there, that's something that they can handle. They did not allow a touchdown. I take that every day of the week. We'll take a break. 22-20 on the Flying Ass Talent Escrow scoreboard.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Ten plays, 46 yards, 5:16 off the clock on that drive for the Marsh Valley Eagles, results in 3 points, and it makes it 22-20. Westside still on top by 2, but Marsh Valley cutting into that lead here with the Seth Barchi field goal. He's hit from 36 and 37 now. Westside will have the ball back in theory after this kick as Barchi lines up, aiming toward the right side of the field. Kicks it on a line drive to the left, actually. And Drake, or rather Crusade, will pick it up at the 20. Cuts back to the 25. He's cut down there, and he'll be marked at the 26-yard line. That's where Westside will start. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Westside leading by 2. But if they can go out there, score a touchdown, and in theory you go for 2, you put it up to 8. Get 8 points, you put it up to a 10-point lead. That's pretty good here late in the fourth with 9:30 to go. Long drive here, potentially a nail in the coffin. First down and 10, though, a long way to the end zone from the 26-yard line of the Pirates. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it off left side. Rushing is Drake Sage. He dives to the 35-yard line, picks up 9 on the first carry. Nice pickup there for Drake Sage, who inches closer to the 100-yard mark, as he is now at 86 yards rushing on 8 carries. That's over 10 yards a carry, people. That is impressive. He's also RB2 on this squad. Crew and Drake, man. That's what we do. Hand off to Drake again, going right. He'll get the first down as he goes to the 39-yard line. So a pickup of 4, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Pirates, and that's what you want to do. Keep handing the rock off to your guys. Crew and Drake, get your yardage, get your first downs, run the clock. 8:56 going and counting as we keep going. This Westside Pirates team just trying to keep it moving. 90 yards now for Drake. First down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Takes the ball, hands it off. Crew this time, right side 40 to the 45. He's knocked down there, picks up 6 yards, and it's second down and 4. Again, pounding the rock, Westside methodically as the clock is winding down past 8:30. And if you can continue this one, has 130 yards now for Crew Sage. The Sage brothers, Crew Sage and Drake Sage, have now allotted for 220 yards combined on the ground alone. Under center stone, hands it off. Crew again, right side, has a couple of Eagles in front of him. He'll fall forward, gain of 1 on that play as he goes to the 46-yard line. And makes it a third down and 3. Cooper Bowman and Caden Hansen combined for the tackle. 7:50 on the clock here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa Jay's. Check them out in Clifton, Idaho. Got the best beef jerky in town. Westside leading by 2. 7:39 on the clock now. Under center stone, hands the ball off. Left side Drake pushes forward. He's past the first down marker to the 50. First down Westside. Some hard nose running from the Sage brothers gets it. Pick up a 4 for Drake. And a first down Westside at midfield. 7:28 and counting. And Marsh Valley out there just looks a little tired. I mean, they've been shutting down this run game, or at least trying to, for a long time now. I mean, this game knocking on the door of 2 hours long. And the ball fumbled on the ground on the snap. But luckily, one of the West Side Pirates jumps on it. I think it was recovered there by Dallas Nelson. It was Nelson to get it. They lose one, though. So a team loss of 1 yard there, and it's going to be second down and 11 now from the 49-yard line of West Side. 6:48 in the fourth quarter here. Mumford, the receiver, down low on your screen. Drake and Crew, combine them. Offsides there. Jumped across the line. And it's offsides on encroachment on the Marsh Valley Eagles. Good, again, saw that done earlier in this game. 25 yards in penalties for the Marsh Valley Eagles as the ball moved up to the 46-yard line of the Eagles as they go into opposing territory now. Luke Hodges, the receiver, will switch to the far side. Under center is Stone. Drake and Crew behind him. He'll hand it off to Drake, running right, has some space to the 40, gets past to the 35, has some room, 30, 25, 20, 1 man to beat. He gets caught. Shoestring tackle. Take a look at the Northern Title replay here at this tackle, a shoestring one, but I tell you what, from the 46-yard line to the 12-yard line, that's a huge rush there for Drake Sage. He picks up 38 yards. Oh, man, he's over 100. And now Westside knocking on the door and potentially putting this one away. 6 minutes remaining. Mumford, the receiver. Under center, Stone. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's Drake again. Goes to the 10, and he's wrestled down at the 9. Picks up 3 on that carry. And Drake Sage putting on a show. He's now over 100. Is closing in on his brother, Crew. As after that 38-yard rush, he's now at 132 yards rushing after the 3-yard rush, 135. And he's actually beaten his brother. Crew Sage at 131, Drake Sage at 135 rushing yards. 260 yards combined, handoff right side, and a flag flies before then. Probably going to be a false start on West Side. So a 5-yard penalty. It's the second false start of the game on West Side. That's 10 yards and penalties for them. I'll tell you what, 135 rushing yards for Drake Sage, 131 rushing yards for Crew Sage, although unofficial. It's just remarkable. 266 yards for the brothers. So 5 yards marked off. Make it second down and 12 now as they go back to the 14-yard line. Mumford, the receiver on the far side, under center, Stone. Drake and Crew behind him. Right side is Milburn. They're going to let the clock wind down here. They're going to take some time off it. Don't mind it. West Side just kind of being methodical here. Hand it off, Crew, right side, pushes forward as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 12. So pickup of 2. And clock continuing to wind here. 4:38 to go. Third down and 10 from the 12. You got to be careful here. I mean, field goal is not, you've missed some extra points, so field goal will be tough for Dallas Nelson, but third down and 10, let's see what they do. 4:22 and counting on the clock. Third down and 10 from the 12. Under center. Stone. Hard count. Doesn't get him this time. Hands it off. Crew. Runs right. Trying to pound forward. Gets close to the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 6-yard line is what they'll say. Pickup of 4 yards. That's the 10th play of the drive there. So 4th down and 5 or 6 here. Big play with 3:45 and counting. 3:40. Play in for Mumford. Big play. 4th down and 4. West Side and timeout called. West Side wants to talk about this one. A big play. 3:32 on the clock and 3:32 on the clock to go here in the 4th. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Papa J's fourth quarter here on mylocalradio.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Fourth down and 4. 3:32 left to go here in the game. West Side up by 2. Trying to not give the ball back to the Eagles. Empty backfield for Trace Stone. Mumford to the left side along with Drake and crew. Motion man Milburn. They have almost a jump. And another timeout called by West Side as they try to get the false start. Or rather, encroachment by Marsh Valley. So you only have one timeout now for West Side as they use back-to-back ones there. 3:32 to go. Still on the clock, 4th down and 4. You're leading by 2 is the good news. Bad news is we've seen Seth Barchi make a 36 and a 37-yard field goal. We saw him at half make a 45-yard field goal, and we have reports inside the booth that he has made a 65-yard field goal. I don't want to come down to that. I want West Side here. Go get this first down, possibly even a touchdown. Put this baby to bed. 3:32. After the timeout, they come out here. See if they go with that same empty backfield set. Now they're going to have running backs this time. Drake and crew behind him. Milburn the motion man if he does. Mumford the receiver on the far side. Stone under center. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolling. Now he's going to run with it. Throws it. Caught Drake. Touchdown, Pirates. Drake Sage scores again. The fireworks will fly. Touchdown, Pirates. They're up 28-20. And I tell you what, a broken play finds the end zone. 28-20, and now they go for 2 to make this a 10-point lead. Under center, Trace Stone takes the snap, hands it off. Drake up the middle, he gets in. West Side up 30-20, and maybe that's the nail in the coffin. 3:25 to go. We'll take a break. West Side leads by 10 here in the Papa J's fourth quarter.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
We welcome you back here to West Side as it is 30-20. West Side leading over Marsh Valley. Let's take you back to that touchdown as it was a great one by Drake Sage. You see Trace Stone, he was going to run with it. He just throws it. Drake is there. He goes in for the touchdown. Take a look at it once more time here as I'll tell you what, that's just incredible. They score the touchdown either way you slice it. That's what matters. That's what matters. It looked like a designed QB run, but Drake Sage was just open. He was. They lead by 10, and now Dallas Nelson will kick it off for the West Side Pirates. 3:25 to go with the kick. West Side up by 10. Going to bounce. Picked up at the 4-yard line for Marsh Valley. Going to the near side. He looked to throw it again. He's pummeled. A host of Pirates there. They're all back there tackling the Marsh Valley Eagles. As now with 3:19 to go, Marsh Valley trails by 10 and has the ball. Man, oh man. What a play by Drake Sage. Literally just a 6-yard completion. It's the second completion all game. And now, first down and 10 for Marsh Valley. They're going to have to work quickly. They have not got a lot of time. 3:19 on the clock for the fourth quarter as they trail by 10 here in the Papa Jays fourth quarter. Under center, Bowman. Hard count snap, motions a man across, and he's going to run into his own man. Rafe Graves back there, ball out. Oh, almost got it. Rafe Graves forced the ball out of the hands of Bowman, gets the sack. Graves sack number 6 of the season. And it is now second out on 16 after the loss on the sack. Almost a fumble recovered by Westside, and man, you really could have knocked this one up and been done with it. 30-20. 2:34 to go. Shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off, running right. Bo Larson gets tackled as he gains maybe a yard. Third down and 15 now. 2:13 on the clock. 10-point lead for Westside. I'm telling you what, you got to stop here. That's the game. Marsh does have all 3 timeouts, though. But still, a 10-point lead with under 2 minutes to go. You stop him back here. That's game, set, match. Bowman's going to drop back to pass. He's going to be sacked. Taken down there. Dallas Nelson gets him. Westside was sack number 4 of the game. 1:30 to go, 4th down and a mile. Let's just look. You see that 4th down marker, that yellow knot? That's the first down marker over there. 4th and a mile. In all reality, it's 4th down and 21. And they're going to punt it. Larson to run. He may run it. And he's going to try and run. He's going to cut back now. Cuts back, and he will fall nowhere close. I mean, credit the effort. He got 11 yards. You needed 21, though, is the unfortunate part. And with under a minute to play, Westside will take over up by 10. And that one, we'll call it there as they can hopefully just run this clock out. Marsh Valley does have 3 timeouts. They can use them. We'll see if they do. $30-20 on the scoreboard. 58.7 seconds.
Hey, Clark, you didn't know that. Cousin on cousin.
And that is going to be a knee. No timeout from Marsh Valley.
Or Dorson.
And that will be, as we run the clock, one more knee probably and the game will be over. Just got to get it under the 40-second play clock. And this will be it. Westside wins this one. And the fourth quarter and third quarter defense once again come up strong for the Pirates. They allow just 3 points in the second half. They'll knee it, and that's the game. Westside, reigning state champs, 3-0 in 2024. Big win heading into the bye week as the Pirates celebrate big. We'll celebrate with them when we come back. The Rouse Construction postgame show coming your way, 30-20. The final score on the Flying S Telenesco scoreboard, Westside wins as the buzzer sounds, and we are 3-0. Westside victorious. We come back, the Rouse Construction postgame show, fireworks fly.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you'll be like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up.
Papa J's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit WattSmartHomes.com today.
Yeah, see ya. 2 weeks. 30-20, Westside wins it over the Marsh Valley Eagles here on homecoming night. And a game that saw a lot, to be quite honest. 2 35-yard plus field goals by the kicker Seth Barchi of Marsh Valley. He had a 36-yarder and a 37-yarder. You had a turnover carousel at the end of the second quarter right before half, as you had a not good punt from Crusade, resulting in just a 7-yard switch of the field. And past that, you had a pick right after from Cooper Milburn. You thought Westside was going to get out of it. There was less than a minute to go in the half. Thought you were good. Not so fast. Marsh Valley unable to do much with it. West Side on the one play, delayed handoff. That is dropped, fumbled. Marsh Valley picks it up. They have the ball. Luckily, the West Side defense stuffs them, but that's where the first field goal came in, 36 yards for Seth Barchi. And I'll tell you right now, credit to that kid. He is a baller. 36, 37-yard field goals that were nails, hit every extra point, was hitting field goals at halftime from 45. Heard that he was hitting 65-yard field goals. I mean, that's impressive right there. So credit to him for sure, and credit to the Marsh Valley Eagles for putting together a great game. But just like I said, the second half has been West Side's half. They outscore the Marsh Valley Eagles in the second half 16-3. I mean, you're talking a halftime equivalent here of what, 16-22, and then they scored I think 20 against Firth. So you're talking 40-9 in second halves this year in 3 games. You can't tell me that's not good. West Side's second half has just been exceptional, and I think you have to credit that to head coach Tyson Moser along with the rest of his staff. He has come in and at halftime fixed the mistakes, and his team is right around him. I mean, I tell you what, that's just an all-around team thing to do. I mean, that's just great to have a team who can find what's wrong in the first half and fix it in the second. The touchdown in the second half, the last one scored by Drake Sage on a 6-yard broken pass, broken up play, ended up being a pass as Trey Stone took the ball to his left. I wonder, do I still have that replay? Or do I have the sack? No, I have the replay. Here we go, the Northern Title Instant replay. You have the touchdown here as Drake Sage catches it and goes into the end zone. I mean, yeah, that works. That works for sure. So 30-20, again, your final score here on the Rouse Construction post-game show. Just a great overall game for West Side. First half, don't like the turnovers, an interception and a fumble. You can get around that, though. This Marsh Valley team came in here 2-0. Just beat Teton, and overall was a very solid team we saw. You beat them. Now you get a bye week, and you face Declo in 2 weeks. Declo lost 8-0 to Aberdeen, but we all know a Declo and a West Side's going to be a big one. Matchup there of the state championship rematch. We'll take one more break. Come back. We'll have Farm Bureau Insurance's halftime, or rather post-game stats right here on mylocalradio.com and KACH.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Time for our Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency post-game stats, as it's 30-20, the final score, West Side over Marsh Valley, and they outscore the Marsh Valley Eagles 16-3 in the second half. Once again, all-around game from West Side. As we now look at this post-game stats, we'll start first with Marsh Valley, the opposing team. They finished with 111 rushing yards, 180 passing yards, 291 total yards. Just for kind of context here, at half they had 160 passing yards. From there they didn't do much, only getting 20 more yards on two pass completions. Rushing, they did outperform themselves. They had 111 yards in the second half, in total, and we had 23 in the first half, so definitely outdid themselves from that aspect. Some totals for their players. Cooper Bowman goes, 5 for 10, 180 yards. Good day for him after having a touchdown and 102 yards last week. He comes back and has 2 touchdowns this week. One to Caden Hansen, a 63-yarder. One to Wyatt Marshall, an 80-yarder. Wyatt Marshall was their leading receiver. He had 2 catches for 98 yards. It's pretty dang impressive. Both of them were just really had wheels. I mean, they caught the ball, and then Pirates could not catch them, and that's really the final straw with there. A couple other catches. Bo Larson had 1 for 2 yards, and then Chandler Bennett had 1 catch for 17 yards. It was Wyatt Marshall, the leading guy not the leading guy, but second in the rushing battle as well. He had 38 yards on 2 carries. Bo Larson was the leader with 45 yards on 15 carries. And Rugger Scott had 9 carries for 34 yards. Bowman had 2 carries for 2 yards. Did have some sack yardage in there, though. That'll not appear that way on the stat sheet. It'll appear to negative because of those sack yardage. Now for the ones from West Side. 276 rushing yards. I would give $100 to anybody who could guess how many of those came from the Sage brothers. 137 from Crew, 135 from Drake. 272 yards for Drake and Crew Sage tonight. That's just impeccable. I mean, you're not going to find that anywhere else in the state. I'd be hard-pressed to say you can find some brothers in the country putting up those numbers. It's incredible. It's truly incredible. Cooper Milburn has 1 rush for 1 yard. Trey Stone has a couple rushes for 9 yards. Garrett Taylor has 3 rushes for 4 yards. So that's where 276 all comes from. Passing yards, just 16. 2 completions. One of them a touchdown, though. Drake Sage got a 6-yard touchdown pass that put the nail in the coffin, made the score 30-20. And that was that. Cooper Milburn had a 10-yard reception back all the way in the first quarter. It was a first down catch there. So Trey Stone only throws 4 passes, completes 2, 50% completion percentage. Take that every day. So, yeah, overall good numbers, 292 total yards for the West Side Pirates, 30-20 the final score as West Side improves to 3-0. And now get the bye week to kind of rest, recuperate, and be ready for their matchup against Declo coming up next Friday, so 2 weeks from today in Declo. That'll be a good one. They lost 8-0 to Aberdeen, but rest assured, Declo and Westside, the rematch we've been waiting for. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll update you on the My Local Radio calendar, what's to come on KACH and here on My Local Radio for both Westside, and throw a little Preston in there as well. But without further ado, we'll take one last break and be right back here on the Rouse Construction postgame show as you're watching the Westside Athletics postgame show.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
There we go. Welcome back. I was no one over the scoreboard, but on that one, my bad. 30-20. West Side wins this one over Marsh Valley. Here on the Ralph's Construction postgame show, as we're going to wind it up and round it out with the My Local Radio calendar, as we will tell you what's coming up next here. First, for Westside. I mentioned football has their bye week next Friday, so we'll be off the air here on KACH, at least for Westside purposes. I'll go check Preston here in just a moment. But volleyball, busy week coming up after they swept their tri-set yesterday, or tri-match rather. They beat Wendell in 4 sets. That was a conference game, so they're 2-0 in conference now after beating Aberdeen just a week ago now. And then they were able to beat Firth in 3 sets, as that was a best-of-3 match. They lost the first set and then won the next 2. And then next week they will play Soda Springs at home before traveling to Malad on Thursday. So Wednesday at home against Soda Springs, as the first serve will be at 7 p.m. We'll have the pregame show starting at about 6:30. Probably we'll have that one live here on KACH, and then Malad as well at 7 p.m. on a Thursday, September 19th. That one on the road against Malad. We'll for sure have that one here on KACH and mylocalradio.com, so you can watch there or on the My Local Radio Westside YouTube channel. And then Saturday, got some tri-match action as they'll travel down to Marsh Valley to play Marsh Valley. I saw them here tonight in football. They'll play on volleyball next Saturday. Not tomorrow, next Saturday. And then T10. Thank you for John Beverly for correcting me on that. T10, as that will be the game coming up on the 21st as well of September. That tri-match with first game being at 12:30 against Teton, and then Marsh Valley at 2 right after that. So that's what's on the schedule for Westside, as now we'll go take a look at the upcoming games for the Preston Indians here. Oh, that's not it. And Dan Hubbard had the call tonight with Ogden taking on the Pirates, and do we have a final on that, John? If you can get me it. It was 21-0. If he can hear me, he'll get me a score, but we'll see. Let's see if I can go find the score here for Preston. There they are. As it will be football next week. They will be at home against Burley. So next week you'll have Burley on KACH, as it'll be Dan Hubbard on the call, his pregame show, starting at 6:30. And then we will have, for volleyball, coming up for Preston, it'll be Marsh Valley tomorrow at 7 p.m. Dan will have the call for that. And then they'll have a game next Tuesday against Snake River, at Snake River, before traveling to American Falls on Thursday. And they will play another match there against American Falls, the Beavers, along with having a game next Saturday as well against Bear Lake, that one being at Preston. So 2 home games, 2 road games coming up for the Preston Lady Indians volleyball team. And that will probably do it for us here, as once again the final score, Westside wins this one 30-20. And now we'll get the bye week to rest and be ready for that matchup against Declo in just a couple of weeks. Do appreciate everybody watching on mylocalradio.com, listening on KACH. Want to thank all of our sponsors: S&T Electric, Northern Title, Franklin County Medical Center, Stokes Market, Ready Services, and Rocky Mountain Energy, as they are all reasons why we are able to bring you the West Side Pirates broadcast here on both KACH and mylocalradio.com. All right, one final time: West Side 30, Marsh Valley 20. 3-0 Pirates head into their bye before taking on Declo. For my associate producer, Dan Hubbard, my engineer, John Beverly, I'm Jace Andrews saying peace out from Dayton, Idaho.
The proceedings have been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used without written consent from Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this production of Westside Pirate Athletics on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Pirates!